biggest opportunities for innovation management is to really start to embrace a good decision-making process. A lot of the ways that companies became successful historically was somebody had a great idea and they were off to the races and running. And you still see even that today, right? Facebook, boom, off, great idea, going. The Uber, great idea, going, right? But eventually those companies become big enough that sustainability is a problem. And the second challenge they have is, as long as they have something, somebody else is right on their heels trying to out-innovate them. So as they mature and as the industry matures, it really starts to need solutions to help it find good opportunities, identify the innovation opportunities they have, and manage that in context of their strategy and what's going to make them different. The technology in high tech is just continuing to accelerate, and that's probably the biggest challenge I see. You'd think a thermostat wasn't high tech, but it's very high tech. In fact, there's more software code in the thermostat now than there probably is physical product. And if you're in the middle of building that thermostat and along comes a company like Nest and has a disruptor, you've got to move very quick. First, you've got to decide, is that something we want to deal with? How does it fit with our strategy? And then handle that change very quickly. The historical measure always was speed to market. I need to get my products identified and out faster. What's happening now is that is changing. Our processes are changing, and our ability to react to change requires us to be much faster in the way we make decisions and much faster in the processes we follow. So I'd like to introduce something called speed to learning. It's about how fast can we learn, how fast can we make decisions, how fast can we understand the alignment of what we're doing with what we need to be doing. We're going to learn as we go across these processes about which ones work best for us and which ones are less effective. That's a learning exercise. Speed to market, speed to launch is still there, but these other aspects of speed are becoming much more important. Agile development was a methodology to address risk. Right? It came out of the software industry where it was known that typically software companies missed the mark in terms of the functionality they were trying to provide to the market. That's really not about speed unless you think of it as, let me recover from a mistake faster. Many products today have software and hardware blended together. The thermostat example was a great one. I think the thermostat has more software than hardware now. We hear about this in the automotive industry, especially as we get into self-driving cars. You can imagine how much software is in those cars. However, the software has to be done in concert with the hardware. So now I have to align those. So if I say that I'm going to have a certain software capability and I need to have that at a certain point in my release process for my physical product, I need to figure out how to bring those together. So I still have to have a traditional physical product development methodology, but it has to have points where I get alignment with this additional agile software development process. So the way Accolade can help increase speed and agility is to streamline the process of pulling information together, streamline the decision-making process, and streamline the execution process. So both of those working together. We expect that companies will be able to learn automatically based on work they're doing in Accolade, and it will be able to surface that learning back to companies so that they can even move faster through that process, that they don't have to sit back and say, what have I done in the past? We're going to be able to tell them, here's what you've done in the past that works. And this time around, maybe you can learn from something you did in the past and do it better, do it faster, do it more efficient.